began with the Carolina Panthers picking up a victory over the Houston Texans, proving that the Houston Texans' victory over the Jaguars was a bullshit fucking fluke. I don't care that Tyrod Taylor was out. The Texans were not going to win that game either. So go fuck yourselves there. Alright, let's get started because I don't have time for this bullshit. Colts going on the road to take on the Tennessee Titans. Can we stop with this Can people stop being defensive just because people tell the truth about how Carson Wentz is injury prone? It's starting to get fucking annoying at this point. It's the fucking truth at this point. Carson Wentz is injury prone. Get the fuck over it. And how the fuck do you sprain both of your ankles? Jesus fucking Christ. And as far as the Titans go, they pick up a much needed victory on the road. Derrick Henry runs all over the Seahawks. Fuck you, Seattle, by the way, but now the Titans have to travel back home, and that's not necessarily an easy feat. But considering that they're most likely going to be facing a crappy quarterback, whether it be Carson Wentz, Brett Hundley, or Jacob Eason, or whoever it is. And while I'm not the biggest fan of the Tennessee Titans defense, they still got slashed by Russell Wilson's passing game. Go ahead and give me the Tennessee Titans to defeat the Indianapolis Colts. Next up, Falcons going on the road to take on the New York Giants. Both of these defenses are diarrhea. Very, 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 very bad diarrhea. I'll just take whoever the better quarterback is in this situation, and it's still Matt Ryan, by the way. Daniel Jones played great, but he always plays great against the Washington football team, and it doesn't even matter how close or how far the games are. It doesn't matter if they're close contests or if they're blowouts. The Giants lost and the Falcons lost to their division opponents. So get the fuck out of here with that shit. But go ahead and take the Atlanta Falcons to defeat the New York Giants. Because I'm still not a big fan of Daniel Jones. Do that consistently, and then we'll talk about how good Daniel Jones can really be. Chargers going on the road to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. A big fuck you to both of these teams. Quite frankly, the Chargers lost to the Cowboys. It was actually a really good game, believe it or not. But the Chargers were doing stupid, retarded shit, and especially in terms of penalties. There were some ridiculous. There were some games that the Chargers had a chance to win the game, but didn't because of penalties that are the Chargers' fault. I mean, give me a break. And as far as the Kansas City Chiefs go, once Patrick Mahomes, I was watching the second half of that game because Patrick Mahomes was playing well. But once Patrick Mahomes threw that interception on a stupid fucking play that Patrick Mahomes was trying to pull, that stupid retarded hero ball bullshit, I kind of had a feeling the Kansas City Chiefs were going to be in big fucking trouble. But not that big. Is it really that big of a deal? Not really. I know there were some shenanigans with the Chiefs claiming that they were going to go 20-0 and all that fucking bullshit. Who gives a flying fuck? Go ahead and take the Kansas City Chiefs to defeat the Chargers. It's supposed, and because these two are division rivals, this is supposed to be a good game. So give me a fucking break. It's all about who will win and who will lose, and I believe the Chargers will lose and the Chiefs will win. So there you go. Moving on quickly. Bungholes going on the road to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. How the fuck Joe Burrow is... You can now officially call Joe Burrow an over-glorified Ryan Fitzpatrick, because he is the first quarterback since Ryan Fitzpatrick to throw 3 interceptions on 3 consecutive passes. That is fucking pathetic. And get the fuck out of here. I understand this is his second season, and who knows if he's gonna survive a full season. Because, which leads to the second thing. I understand that he doesn't have a great offensive line behind him, but I just don't see it with Joe Burrow. I'm sorry, I really don't. He is not a franchise quarterback, and he's already 24, so gonna be 25 soon. Give me a fucking break. As far as Pittsburgh goes, they're running back. Speaking of offensive lines, this offensive line for the Steelers can't necessarily run block, so it's kind of hard for their new toy, Najee Harris, to get going. So until he actually decides to get going, I'm just going to start nicknaming him Najee Harris. Because that's all he brings to football fans every time he fucking runs the ball. He brings fucking nausea on their fucking television screens. With that being said, this should be... The Bengals just suck in general. And I know Pittsburgh lost to the Raiders, but so far, the Raiders, they're probably gonna do good in the first half, and then hopefully for the Raiders' sake, don't fall off the cliff in the second half like they did last year. Go ahead and take the Pittsburgh Steelers to defeat the Cincinnati Bengals. I may have gone a little bit overboard by saying maybe the Steelers' victory over the Bills was an aberration. It's just week 2. Bears going on the road to take on the Cleveland Browns. Well, it's finally happening. Justin Fields is finally going to get his first start in the National Football League. His first start should have happened 2 weeks ago. I don't give a flying fuck if he was facing the Rams. Newsflash, you're going to be facing these types of you're going to be facing NFL type defenses anyway. At some point. Don't fucking Goddamn pit teams piss me off sometimes. The Bears just happen to be one of them. No offense to Chicago Bears fans. Even though you piss me off too on occasion. But in any event. Anyway, as far as the Cleveland Browns go, I am a little concerned about the Browns. Because their defense let Tyrod Taylor just all of a sudden play well. And I don't want to hear shit. Oh, well, maybe Tyrod's not that bad of a quarterback. No, go fuck yourself. He is that bad of a quarterback. He's not that good of a fucking quarterback either. So, okay, he's not a good quarterback. Shut the fuck up. It's just that the Browns' defense is just a tad bit overrated. I mean, no reason that the Cleveland Browns should have been down at any point. Yes, they won the game and won by 10 points, but that's not the point. The point is, did the Cleveland Browns? Why were the Cleveland Browns down to the Houston Texans at one point? That kind of worries me a little bit here. I'll take the Browns to beat the Chicago Bears because they're facing a rookie quarterback, but I don't know. Stranger things have happened in the National Football League. Moving on quickly, because I don't have all fucking day. Ravens going on the road to take on the Detroit Lions. This last week against the Chiefs was a game that they, quite frankly, needed because of what happened in Week 1 against the Las Vegas Raiders. The Ravens had a chance to win the game, and then it went to overtime, and then and even with a Derek Carr interception, they had a chance to win the game. They still had a chance to win the game. And then Lamar Jackson fumbles the ball right back to the Raiders, and you know what happened after that. I love it when my phone doesn't fucking work properly. Anyway, then you got the Detroit Lions. Well, I am not done yet with the Ravens. Excuse me. So they needed that victory over the Kansas City Chiefs. So yeah, Lamar Jackson finally gets a victory over the Kansas City Chiefs. I am a little bit concerned though, because the Ravens got off an emotional got off an emotional victory. They might not be focused mentally. They'll probably try. They'll probably do their best to look at the Lions game and go, they're 0-2. We got this one in the bag, and it happens all the fucking time with some teams. And meanwhile, for the Lions, Jared Goff is still winless without Coach McVay. Imagine that. Will that misfortune change? There's a good possibility that it could, at least for this week, but go ahead and take the Baltimore Ravens. I am scared. I am a little bit scared about this matchup. Okay, Saints going on the road to take on the New England Patriots. Well, the Saints just got back to reality after losing to the Carolina Panthers in the ass kicking that they received. Jameis Winston went back to typical inconsistent Jameis Winston, and now they're facing the Patriots defense. Go ahead, take the New England Patriots to defeat the New Orleans Saints. And as far as the Patriots go, well, okay, yippee the fuck. They beat up on the Jets, and Zach Wilson, they really took Zach Wilson to school. More on the Jets later. And Mac Jones, he'll be that bland, boring quarterback for now. But yes, he's gonna have to at some point take chances down the field, especially when your team is down by 4 or more. Just saying. But yeah, like I said, take the Patriots. Cardinals going on the road to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Okay, Arizona. There was a reason why I did not take the Cardinals to defeat the fucking Titans last 2 weeks ago, because of their inconsistent fucking defense. How the fuck do you let Kirk Cousins? How the fuck do you shut down Derrick Henry and that Titans offense, and yet somehow find a way to fuck up, shit your pants against Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense? I get the Vikings offense. I get it. The Vikings offense is decent and will keep them in games. But thankfully the Vikings defense, not thankfully, I apologize, that's a little slip up, but the Vikings defense has been a major problem. See the Cincinnati Bengals, and see more on the fucking Vikings later. But the fact that the Cardinals got a lucky break when they got their, when the Vikings kicker missed the field goal. Wow, what a shocker! A Vikings kicker missed the field goal when he had a chance to win. I didn't see that. Stop me if you fucking heard that one before. But bottom line is, the Cardinals are 2-0. Make that 3-0. Take the Cardinals to defeat the Jacksonville Jaguars. Not much to say about Jacksonville, because let's be honest here. They still suck until proven otherwise. And it's going to be a long time. Come on, phone, work. Okay. Washington going on the road to take on the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen, I hope to God Josh Allen does not turn into the Josh Allen that we've seen pre-2020. When he, because Josh Allen had a hell of a season. I would like to see Josh Allen build on that season and not go back to typical Josh Allen, which is throw inaccurately and rely on the deep pass too. He doesn't rely on the deep pass too constantly. Because 2019 Josh Allen was, and before that, was very inaccurate and kept missing passes. says, let's hope 2020 Josh Allen returns. It's going to be a little difficult because they are facing the Washington defense. I understand their defense struggled against the New York Giants. Big fucking deal. Like I said, they were division opponents, so who gives a fuck? Go ahead and take the Buffalo Bills to defeat the New York Giants. Jets going on the road to take on the Denver Broncos. Broncos, you better be able to defeat the New York Jets. There's no reason you cannot beat the New York Jets. Jets, give me a fucking break. Zach Wilson played a horrible fucking game, throwing 2 interceptions off his first 2 passes, throwing 4 interceptions overall, and just looked like baby green diarrhea shit. Along with the rest of the Jets, of course. So yeah, Denver should be able to beat the New York Jets and beat them soundly. They probably won't beat them soundly, but I'll take the Broncos to win anyway. Next up, Dolphins going on the road to take on the Las Vegas Raiders. Who knows who the quarterback is going to be at this one? In this one for the Dolphins, and nobody fucking cares. If it's Tua Tagovailoa or Jacoby Brissett. And now the rumors are going to pop up again about will the Miami Dolphins make a move to get Deshaun Watson. To be honest with you, they better not, because the Houston Texans are asking way too fucking much. Get the fuck out of here. Take the Raiders to defeat the Miami Dolphins. Seahawks going on the road to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Well, you know how you cure a lot. You know what's a great cure for a loss against the Titans? A tough loss at that. That loss is by that cure for the cure for that. Excuse me, is by beating up on your favorite punching bag, the Minnesota Vikings. Usually, here's the problem though: the Minnesota Vikings are in desperation mode, and with that being said, I usually take the desperate team at home, but the desperate team at home, especially the past few years, has been biting me in the fucking ass all the time. So fuck out of here. Take the Seattle Seahawks to defeat the Minnesota Vikings. This should be a good game. This should actually be a good game though. I gotta be honest with you. All right, next up, Buccaneers going on the road to take on the LA Rams. The first game, let me talk about the Buccaneers first of all. Okay, they're 2-0. They were expected to be 2-0. It is what it is. But Tom Brady, 9 touchdown passes in his first 2 games. You want to tell me that this is going to be a situation where the Buccaneers go 15-2 or whatever the fuck, and they get bounced in the divisional round by a wild card team. I've seen it happen with the Tom Brady squad before. We all have. And as far as the Rams go, I have not been impressed with Matthew Stafford so far, even though he's on a new team. I mean, he still played like shit. The Rams nearly lost to the Indianapolis Colts. They didn't, of course, bottom line. But go ahead. I like how some people think that because Matthew Stafford is on a new team, that all of a sudden, Matthew Stafford's going to start beating teams with winning records. And I hate to break it to you, it doesn't work that way. Go ahead and take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to defeat the LA Rams. Until proven otherwise, Matthew Stafford cannot beat teams with winning records. Same with Kirk Cousins. Alright, Sunday Night Football. Packers going on the road to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Congratulations, you beat a team that you were supposed to beat in the Detroit Lions. You were also supposed to beat the New Orleans Saints a week ago, so give me a fucking break. Go ahead and take the San Francisco 49ers to defeat the Green Bay Packers. Packers. I know the Packers beat the Niners last year, but that was due to circumstances of the 49ers catching the injury bug. And I know the 49ers are kind of catching the injury bug again. But with that being said, take the Niners to win. And the final game, capping off, is the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys, end of story. That's it. That's all. Till next time, later, fuckers.